Hey everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you for all your shares, comments, and likes. That's amazing. I'm truly grateful. I don't have enough words, so thank you. Thank you very much. I had some great comments, and in one of the comments I had a really, really good question. And it's one that I actually was working on. And that is, she's like, I wish I knew why we had the thoughts that we had, the negative self-talk, why we have it. Now, I was deep in researching that because I thought the same thing. I was like, if I could figure out why, maybe I could solve the problem, right? I've recently changed my mind on that. I mean, there's research as to why, but they're theories. I don't think they can prove really why for sure each individual does it, because we are so different and so unique. Some of that self-talk comes from key decisions when we're children. It comes from fear, victim. It can come from imbalances. Like it is so specific to each person that I decided to leave it alone. I think I was wasting too much time in finding out the why. I used to be very much all about why we did everything. I mean, it's healthy to learn why. I mean, the whole, truthfully, our kind of era of thinking is just developing out of the why, especially in medicine and truly in any type of mental health. They're trying to figure out why everything happens. And that's it's very important. Very, very important. Because, mental health is a huge issue. However, for me, I decided, number one, I'm not a doctor. This is truly just my life experiences and things that I've learned. I just personally research things. So what I decided was I'm leaving the why alone. And here is the reason I decided to leave why alone. One of the things I was looking at, I found Carolyn Myss, who you're going to hear me refer to quite a bit. She is the leader in the field of psychic health. She did it for 30 years, and she created it before it was ever even a thing. So when I found her, she had said something about the why. And she said, suppose you have these questions of why, and God sends down an angel. And you get to ask the angel, why? Why is this happening to me? Why did I do this? Why do I choose that? Or in a tragic event, why me? Okay? And what if the angel just says, because? What if there is no other reason? What then? It made me stop. It made me stop and really think about that. Is why that important? Truthfully, it's not. And this is just a theory that I have, but what if we search for why so we can validate the reasons that we do what we do? Like the word self-sabotage, victim, trauma, all those different things as to the reasons why we do it. But I don't think it's helpful. I don't think the knowing why actually solved anything for me anyway. And I had lots of different reasons as to why, suffering from abusive relationship of 20 years, that's a whole other thing that I'll get into. But the why never solved anything for me. It just validated and gave me excuses to keep the bad thoughts because they weren't my fault. That is a lie. And I'll tell you why it's a lie. Because your thoughts are yours. And it's your choice to believe them or not. You want to do something powerful for yourself? Really accept full responsibility and accountability for everything, including your thoughts. That's powerful. You want to reclaim your power and become an individual that is fully and totally authentic and releases themselves from shame and learns how to forgive and learns how to surrender and live life in each moment. Take accountability for your choices. Take responsibility for them. Take responsibility for you deciding to believe whatever you're telling yourself or not. doesn't matter what anybody says to you. It's your choice if you believe it. It's your choice to choose to be hurt by what they said. Now, that's not easy. And I don't do it all the time. Heck, my first video is proof of it, right? It took me 490 takes. I'm not saying that I can do it all the time, but I'm saying I'm aware of it. And I'm acknowledging that I chose to do 490 takes of that video. And I acknowledged that when I finally posted that video, I chose to think that it was enough. I chose it. I also chose to trust my instincts on the last videos that I made. Something comes up every day, for everyone. And I think that this is a really huge topic. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, so I can't write you a thesis on it. And I can't tell you anything other than what I know to be true. We all learn things, and we learn them either by experience or we learn them by hearing about them. Now, you're already experienced thoughts in your heads because every person has them. How you choose to react to them, that's on you. How if you choose to believe what I'm telling you, that's up to you. You truly, truly experience life in a completely different way when you acknowledge that. Embracing truth of your responsibility, you learn how to love better. You learn how to laugh better. You learn how to see things in a completely different way. And it's also easier to believe good things about other people because you choose that thought. It's simply that simple. You don't have to give it more thought than that unless you want to. You don't have to dwell on something unless you want to. So, for me, like I said to some other people today, I choose to think the way I do. I choose to think that I'm onto something. And that's just, and when I say that, I don't mean it in any other way than I'm onto focusing on the life experiences that I have and focusing on what's going on behind my eyes. So I challenge you all to choose. Watch your choices, acknowledge them, and choose what's good for you. Because that, in the end, is going to affect everything in your world. You see, the other funny thing about choices is we think the big choices, we worry about these big choices, marriage, houses, jobs, career, school, making choices in school. We think those are the hugest things that we can make. It's not true. It's actually not true. Divorce, not true. Not the biggest choice you can make. Biggest choice you can make is how you listen to those thoughts in your head. People talk also, I'm going to let that go because I could ramble on this topic for a long time because I've been really, really focusing on it because it's a big one. I don't know if this will be the last time I talk about it or not, but it is somebody that brought it up, and the why doesn't matter. That's all I can say. The why actually doesn't matter. What and how you deal with it, that matters. So what are you going to do about it? And then how are you going to do it? That's my Tuesday thought, forgetting what day it is. Good night, everyone.